Imagine a moment where everything you know about the MCU is wiped away. Every timeline, every character, every history, gone in a single flash of destruction. That's not just a possibility. It's the very heart of what Secret Wars could bring to the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Because Secret Wars is not just another crossover. It is the ultimate reset button, a storyline so massive, it has the power to tear down the MCU and rebuild it from the ground up. And it all begins with a shattering. The seeds are already there. The Multiverse saga has shown us glimpses of instability. From the cracks in Loki Season 2, to the worlds colliding in Doctor Strange in the Multiverse of Madness, to the chaos unleashed in Spider-Man, No Way Home. It's clear. The walls between realities are fragile, and when they fall, they don't crumble slowly. They collide. In the comics, these collisions are called incursions. Entire universes slamming into each other, annihilating both realities unless one is destroyed first. Think about that for a second. Not just one city, or one planet, or even one galaxy. Entire universes, erased in a heartbeat. That's where Secret Wars begins. The first act of the MCU Secret Wars would not be about flashy battles or team-ups. It would be about survival. Universes colliding, heroes scrambling to understand the scale of the threat. We've already seen the warning signs. Doctor Strange was told flat out, incursions are coming. His actions have already triggered one. And when incursions accelerate, the multiverse doesn't bend. It breaks. This is where everything changes. Because as the incursions spread, the MCU has an opportunity, maybe even a necessity, to bring in characters and worlds that have been waiting in the wings. The X-Men, the Fantastic Four, maybe even the return of older versions of heroes like Iron Man or Steve Rogers, plucked from other universes. It's not just fan service. It's survival. But here's where the tension spikes. The incursions create impossible choices. In the comics, heroes faced unthinkable dilemmas. Destroy another world, or let both universes die. Could the MCU take us there? Could it force heroes like Doctor Strange, Wanda, or even Loki to decide who lives and who is erased? That's not just action. That's tragedy. And tragedy has always been the fuel of Marvel's greatest stories. Picture this scene. The Avengers, whatever form they take in Secret Wars, stand on the edge of annihilation. The sky burns. Two Earths glow in the heavens, rushing toward each other like twin meteors. One must fall. Who decides? Who bears the guilt? This isn't just a war of fists. It's a war of morality. And that's exactly where Secret Wars becomes more than spectacle. It becomes a rebirth engine for the MCU. Because when the multiverse collapses, Marvel Studios has the perfect excuse to pick and choose what survives. Think of it as Marvel's chance to clean the slate. Actors aging out, characters whose arcs have ended, universes too messy to keep intact. All of it can be swept away. And in its place, a new MCU. One where the X-Men have always existed. One where the Fantastic Four aren't newcomers, but legends with a history. One where dead heroes can return or stay gone, based on the needs of the story. It's not just a continuation. It's a soft reboot woven directly into the narrative. And yet, beneath the spectacle, there's one constant, the human cost. Because every universe that falls means entire realities lost. Billions of lives erased. And even if the heroes survive to see what comes next, they'll carry the scars of choices no one should ever have to make. That's what makes Secret Wars so dangerous and so perfect for the MCU. It gives Marvel the chance to create not just bigger action, but heavier stakes than anything we've seen before. The collapse of worlds is only the beginning. From the ashes of incursions comes something even stranger, even more dangerous, Battleworld. And when that rises, the MCU will never be the same again. When universes collapse, what's left behind? In the comics, the answer was terrifying, an unnatural patchwork of broken realities stitched together into one twisted world. A place called Battleworld. And if the MCU follows the same path, this will be the moment everything changes. Not just for the heroes, not just for the villains, but for the very future of Marvel itself. Battleworld is chaos incarnate. Imagine fragments of universes glued together, one region ruled by Doctor Doom, another controlled by an army of Ultrons, another by a kingdom of zombies. No order, no peace, just survival. It's the ultimate stage for the MCU. Because here, anything is possible. Dead heroes can return. Variants can clash. Characters from completely different universes can finally share the same screen. Think about it. Hugh Jackman's Wolverine standing shoulder to shoulder with Tom Holland's Spider-Man. Tobey Maguire and Andrew Garfield swinging into the same war as Chris Hemsworth's Thor. Or Magneto confronting the Avengers for the very first time. Battleworld isn't just a battlefield. It's a sandbox where every dream matchup can actually happen. But there's something darker. Battleworld is not a natural creation. It's the design of whoever seizes power when the multiverse falls. In the comics, that was Dr. Doom, a man who stole the Beyonder's omnipotence and reshaped reality in his own image. In the MCU, it could be Doom. It could be Kong. It could be someone we least expect. The point is this: Battleworld will be ruled, not shared. And that ruler will not simply want control. They'll want worship. Which means every hero, every villain, every survivor becomes a pawn. Picture it. The Avengers awaken in one corner of Battleworld, surrounded by ruins. The X-Men in another, facing mutant-hating warlords. The Fantastic Four in yet another, staring into a land where science itself has been twisted into horror. Each group thinks they're fighting their own war. But slowly, painfully, they realize their piece is on someone else's board. And that board belongs to a god in human form. This is where Secret Wars in the MCU becomes something truly massive. Because Battleworld allows Marvel to bring together every thread, every dangling storyline, every character from Fox, Sony, and Disney into one narrative tapestry. It's not just fan service. It's narrative synthesis. The moment where decades of scattered rights and separate universes collapse into a single, unified MCU. But here's the heart of the drama. Not everyone will want to return to the way things were. Some characters may find power in this new world and refuse to give it up. Imagine Loki, given dominion over an entire region of Battleworld. Would he surrender that throne easily? Or think of Magneto, leading an entire continent of mutants, free from oppression for the first time. Would he willingly let that dream vanish just to restore the old order? These conflicts are what give Battleworld its weight. It's not just heroes versus villains. It's ideology versus ideology, desire versus duty. And in the center of it all lies the ruler. If it's Doom, his arc could instantly redefine the MCU. He wouldn't just be a villain. He'd be a god. A man wielding absolute power, demanding absolute obedience, shaping reality as he pleases. If it's Kong, then it's the culmination of the entire multiverse saga, his final victory over time and space. Either way, the heroes aren't just fighting to survive. They're fighting to decide what the new universe will look like when Battleworld falls. Because that's the hidden truth of Secret Wars. Battleworld is not the ending. It's the transition. The MCU is building toward a moment where everything old burns away. And from those ashes, a new reality will rise. But to reach that new beginning, the heroes must first survive the greatest war ever fought. A war not just for their lives, but for the very soul of the multiverse. And when the dust clears, the MCU itself will be reborn. The war ends not with a cheer, but with silence. Battleworld shatters. The false god falls. The multiverse itself trembles on the edge of final collapse. And in that moment, the Marvel Cinematic Universe has a choice. Not the heroes. Not the villains. The universe itself. What will survive? What will be erased? What will be reborn? In the comics, this was the power of Secret Wars. Doom's stolen omnipotence was eventually undone, and reality reshaped into something new. Not identical to what came before, but close enough that readers could move forward without losing everything. The MCU will use this same mechanism. A cosmic reset. A clean slate. But also a carefully chosen continuity filter. Because Marvel Studios doesn't want to throw away everything they've built. They want to preserve the most powerful elements, while refreshing the pieces that need renewal. Imagine it. The X-Men aren't introduced as strangers. They've always been here, woven into the DNA of the new MCU. Mutants aren't a sudden arrival. They're a legacy. The Fantastic Four aren't just scientists returning from space. They're pioneers with a history that stretches back decades, legends restored to their rightful place in Marvel's foundation. Heroes who were gone, like Iron Man or Black Widow, might return in variant forms. Not the same souls we lost, but echoes, reborn through the crucible of the multiverse. And yet, not everyone survives. Some faces we know may vanish forever, sacrificed to streamline the future. That's the paradox of Secret Wars. Every ending is a beginning. Every death gives room for rebirth. But here's the heart of the MCU's future. This isn't just a storytelling device. It's Marvel's strategy. Actors grow older. Contracts end. Audiences crave freshness. And Secret Wars gives Marvel the most natural, epic excuse to recast, refresh, and restart, without losing the weight of what came before. The stories we've loved for over a decade still matter. They happened, but they lead here, to a single cosmic climax that allows everything to evolve. Picture the closing moments. The war is over. The dust settles. The surviving heroes awaken in a new universe. A familiar Earth, but different. Subtle changes everywhere. Mutants walking openly in society. Reed Richards known as the world's greatest mind. Latveria, Doom's kingdom, looming as a shadow in the distance. The Avengers still exist, but not the Avengers we knew. A new roster. A new age. And as the camera pulls back, the world feels both recognizable and brand new. The saga we knew has ended. A new saga has begun. That's the gift of Secret Wars. It's not just a war. It's not just fan service. It's not even just the ultimate crossover. It's the moment Marvel hits reset without losing momentum. The moment they bridge the past with the future. The moment the MCU is reborn. The Multiverse saga isn't about showing us alternate worlds just for fun. It's about showing us what we could lose. And then, when the storm clears, revealing what we've gained. So when Secret Wars finally arrives, don't expect just a bigger Avengers movie. Expect something more. Expect the end of one MCU and the birth of another. Because when the multiverse shatters, the Marvel Cinematic Universe doesn't die. It begins again.